Good evening, Big Blue Nation, and welcome to Giants Central, your one-stop shop for all things New York football Giants. I'm your host, Jax Harlan, coming to you live from the shadow of MetLife Stadium, where the lights are always bright, the hits are always hard, and the passion, well, that's unmatched anywhere in the NFL. Tonight, we've got a story that tugs at the heartstrings of every diehard fan who's bled blue since the days of Wellington Mara roaming the sidelines at the Polo Grounds. Buckle up, because we're diving deep into turmoil, tenacity, and a whole lot of hope as the Giants navigate uncharted waters with mid-season coaching shakeup. But before we get to the bombshell quotes from one of our defensive captains, let me ask you this. What happens when the playbook gets flipped upside down, but the goalposts stay exactly where they've always been? Stick with me. Folks, we're about to find out. Let's start with a headline that's rocking the NFC East. Brian Burns, the Giant electrifying outside linebacker, is stepping up as the voice of reason in the locker room after the stunning in-season firing of head coach Brian Daboll. Yeah, you heard that right, Daboll. The man who led Big Blue to a playoff berth just a couple seasons ago is out, and former offensive coordinator Mike Kafka is now the interim head coach. Burns, who's no stranger to this kind of chaos, opened up Wednesday from his locker, comparing the whole ordeal to get this a breakup. It's tough, he said. You develop a relationship with somebody. You get to learn what they want and how they do things. And they get to learn you as well. It's like a breakup. Ouch, Brian. That one hits harder than a Lawrence Taylor blitz in the 80s. For those tuning in who might be new to the Giants saga, let's paint the picture. The New York Giants, founded way back in 1925, are one of the NFL's oldest and most storied franchises. They started in the Polo Grounds up in Manhattan, sharing the field with baseball's Giants before packing up for Yankee Stadium, then the Yale Bowl, yes, the Yale Bowl, and finally landing across the river in New Jersey at Meadowlands. MetLife Stadium, home sweet home since 2010, has seen its share of glory. For Super Bowl titles with those unforgettable upsets over the undefeated Patriots in 2007 and 2011, courtesy of Eli Manning's magic and a defense that lived by the mantra, hit 'em in the mouth. Fast forward to today, and the 2025 season has been a roller coaster. The Giants sit at a disappointing 2-8, dead last in the brutal NFC East, where rivals like the Eagles, Cowboys, and Commanders are feasting. 4 straight road collapses have put defensive coordinator Shane Bowen under the microscope, and now, with Daboll gone, the spotlight's blazing even brighter. But here's where Brian Burns shines like the Pro Bowler he is. Acquired in a blockbuster trade from Carolina before the 2024 season, Burns is a 6'5", 250-pound edge rushing machine out of Florida State. Drafted 9th overall by the Panthers in 2019, he's racked up 46 sacks in his career, including 8.5 last year alone. And he's the kind of leader who echoes the ghosts of Giants greats like Michael Strahan and LT himself. Burns knows his coaching change drill all too well. Back in 2022 with Carolina, the Panthers axed Matt Rule midseason, and Steve Wilks stepped in as interim. It wasn't pretty, but Burns learned a thing or two about keeping the ship steady. His message to the Giants locker room? Simple, powerful, and oh so timely. The goal is still go out there Sunday and play our best, win the game. That's this weekend against the Green Bay Packers at MetLife. A matchup that could be the spark Big Blue needs. Now let's dive into the analysis, because this isn't just about emotions. It's about X's and O's. Defensively, the silver lining is Shane Bowen stays put as coordinator. Bowen, hired from Tennessee last offseason, brings an aggressive, gap sound scheme that's supposed to feast on quarterbacks. Think heavy on the pass rush, with monsters like Dexter Lawrence clogging middle. Dex, a 2-time Pro Bowler and the heart of that defensive line, has been a one-man wrecking crew with 9 sacks already this year. Pair him with Burns on the edge, and you've got a nightmare for any offensive line. But those 4 road meltdowns? Communication breakdowns, misassignments, and late-game lapses that turn leads into heartbreak. Kafka, who's been all offenses coordinator, admitted he's playing catch-up on the defensive side. He's already huddled multiple times with Bowen, zeroing in on cleaning up those chatter issues. I'm getting caught up to speed. Kafka said, communicating what I like and what I like to see, and then them going and doing it. Offensively, that's where things get intriguing. Kafka calls the plays now, which means quarterback Daniel Jones, DJ, the 2019 6th overall pick out of Duke, might finally get some rhythm. Jones has been up and down, battling injuries and a porous O-line, but with weapons like rookie sensation Malik Neighbors, the speedster from LSU who's already topping 800 receiving yards, there's potential for fireworks. Neighbors, with his Odell-esque one-handed grabs, could be the next Giants legend in the making. The question is, will Kafka tweak the defense at all? Burns says it depends on the interim boss's expertise. When Wilkes took over in Carolina, he ran the defense because that's his wheelhouse. We'll see with Kafka as we game plan for the Packers. Smart Money says minimal changes. Keep the defense rolling with Bowen's playbook. Let Kafka focus on sparking the offense. Statistically, the Giants' D ranks mid-pack in yards allowed, but dead last in points off turnovers. Fix that, and suddenly 2-8 doesn't feel so dire. Let's put this in historical context, folks, because the Giants have danced this dance before. Remember 2017? Ben McAdoo got the mid-season boot after a 2-10 start, and Steve Spagnuolo took over as interim. The team rallied to win 2 of their last 6, including an upset over the Chiefs. Or go way back to 1976. Bill Arn's bar drought, John McVay and the G-Men snapped a playoff drought. Trivia time. The Giants hold the NFL record for most coaching changes in a single decade during the 1970s, 5. But those Super Bowl runs in 07 and 11, they came after 9-7 and 9-7 regular seasons, proving Big Blue thrives as underdogs. Compare this year's 2-8 to last season's 6-11, and yeah, it's ugly, but the talent's there. Burns is averaging a pressure rate over 15%. Dexter Lawrence is top 5 among interior linemen in run-stop win rate, and Neighbors, he's on pace for 1,200 yards as a rookie. If the locker room buys in, doubling that win total to 4 isn't crazy. The Packers, at 6-3, are vulnerable on the road. Jordan Love has thrown 8 picks this year. Imagine this fictional huddle in the Giants' war room. Here's how I picture Burns rallying the troops. Fellas, I've been here. Carolina, 2022, rule gone, locker room fractured. Some guys quit. Not us. Not Big Blue. Dex, you anchor that line like Strahan in his prime. Malik, keep burning corners. DJ, sling it. Coach Kafka, Coach Bowen, we got your back. This is evaluation tape. For everyone, play like your contract depends on it, because it does. And a fan quote from the stands. Let's call her Maria from Staten Island, a seasoned ticket holder since the Purcell's era. Brian Burns is the leader we need right now. Daboll's gone, but the heart of this team, it's in players like him and Dex. Come on, Giants, shock the world like 07. Expert take? If I'm channeling my inner Phil Simms, 2-time Super Bowl champion Giants legend, I'd say this. Coaching changes midseason are gut punches, but they can light a fire. Look at the 86 Giants. Purcell's had raging after a slow start. Burns is right. Stay professional, bond tighter. Kafka's offense could unlock Jones and Neighbors. Defense? Bowen's scheme is sound. Just execute. Beat the Packers, and the momentum shifts. Predictions? I'm calling it. Giants upset Green Bay 27-24. Burns strips Love late for a scoop and score. Playoffs are a long shot, but a strong finish means keeping core pieces, nailing the draft, maybe a franchise left tackle or corner, and entering 2026 with fire. Implications? Miss the playoffs again in its rebuild mode, but rally now, and you've got building blocks. Burns under contract through 2028, Lawrence a cornerstone, Neighbors a star. But wait, there's more. Pop culture tie-in. This coaching drama feels straight out of a Netflix series, like Quarterback meets Hard Knocks. Imagine Burns as a stoic hero, Kafka the unexpected underdog, and current events, with the election buzz fading and holidays approaching. What better Thanksgiving gift than a Giants win streak? Rivalries? Beating the Packers sets up revenge against the Eagles in 2 weeks. Remember that Christmas Day miracle in 2023? Burns' final wisdom. Everybody's under evaluation. Nobody cares about the why on film. If there's ever a time to play your best, bond together, it's now. He's leading by example, pulling guys along. No mailing it in, not in this locker room. Big Blue faithful, that's your Giants update. Raw, real, and ready to roar. Get to MetLife this Sunday, pack the house, wave those towels, and let's turn this season around. Follow us for post-game breakdowns, player reacts, and all the NFC East madness. Until next time, this is Jax Harlan saying, once a Giant, always a Giant. Go Big Blue.